Sirius XM. Today's Opie and Anthony show will begin shortly. In the meantime, we bring you some of the worst of O&A.
Let's go to Barney. Hey, Barney.
Hey, how's it going today?
I don't know. We're kind of just goofing off, it looks like.
And
all right, Barney.
You can
Barney?
continue at any time, sir.
Go ahead.
Hey, I was just the other day, I don't get to listen to it very often in the morning, but I have XM, and I got to listen to the replays, and Jim was talking about the sensitivity training, and I damn near wrecked my truck when he says the only kind of sensitivity training I want is I pull my pants down, have my sack hanging out, and someone tickles it, and I go, ooh, that's sensitive.
Well, thank you, Barney. Appreciate it.
Always got to have this loaded. I don't know why I don't.
Yeah, still there?
This.
Yeah. What?
Unfortunately, we are. So.
We missed the last part. What was the last part of it that you liked? Your phone cut out.
When Jim said he would just pull his pants down and have his sack hanging out, and someone would tickle it, and he would go, ooh, that's sensitive.
Wait, Barney? Barney?
Yeah.
Your cell phone crapped out. What was that last part again?
The last part.
The last part is when Jim says he pulls his pants down and he has his sack hanging out.
Barney, you there?
Yeah.
It's Barney. Barney.
Barney. You guys hear me?
No, I got him now. I got the part was about.
We heard something about sensitivity.
Training.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Now you're fine.
Now it seems pretty good.
All right. Well, I'm on my way to work. But hey, I just said when Jim said the sensitivity training, when he only kind of sensitivity training he wants is he'll pull his pants down, his sack will be hanging out, and someone will tickle it.
Barney.
All right, we'll see you
God
guys.
damn, Barney, hold it. I hear you now fine. You crackled right when you said sensitivity training.
Okay.
One more time, sorry.
That's okay. I just said when Jim was saying about the sensitivity training.
Oh, yeah, we were talking about that the other day.
Oh, yeah, the whole thing was a goof. Which line did you like? Because the whole thing turned out to be a goof.
That was the one where you said the only kind of training that you wanted, you would pull your pants down, have your sack hanging out, and someone would tickle it.
The what? Who would tickle what?
Your sack.
The sack of what? His,
Your balls.
Oh, the ball sack?
Yes.
Well, I didn't... We heard you every time, stupid.
You see how bummed he got the more he had to repeat it? Like he's even hearing, oh, this sucks.
This was Jim's...
this story stinks. Yeah, well, what I said was...
And now, the moment you've all been patiently waiting for. It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Yeah.
Why am I introduced? Why am I introduced? Man on the wing. There's a man on the wing.
E-Rock took a sick day.
Yeah.
I knew that would make Sam laugh.
E-Rock thinks he's under the radar. E-Rock took a sick day today. I think everyone should tweet E-Rock Radio and make sure his tummy's feeling okay.
Do you think he's sick?
Hell fucking no.
He's not. No.
It is very rare anyone around here takes a real sick day.
Yeah.
But for some reason, when E-Rock does it, we all pay attention.
Pounce on it.
You gotta pounce on that shit. E-Rock took a sick day.
Oh, look at this. He called in fat. That's not even... That doesn't even make sense. Why would someone have to call in fat?
Do you think he's faking?
No, we don't even know if he's sick or not because he's still asleep.
You think he's occupying his fridge?
I mean, we could call him and see if he's got a sick voice or not.
Yeah, let's call E-Rock and make sure he's sick. We want to hear the sick voice.
He hates when you call him when he takes a day off. Oh, does he despise it?
How come I'm the only one who can't take a sick day?
Like, the best was his honeymoon.
Yeah.
We only bothered him for an hour. He was gone a week, right?
He was
But
infuriated.
in his mind, we completely ruined his.
We
honeymoon.
ruined his honeymoon,
It was
right.
one lousy hour, not even.
Well, he also said it's because Ant gave very obvious hints as to the hotel.
As to where they were?
And he said that pests, as they like to be called,
Nah,
kept calling.
No, maybe
I believe it was Atlantis, wasn't it?
Yes. Except you called it Fatlantis, as if that was disguising the name of the hotel.
You know, I got to listen back to the show sometimes. It sounds like it's funny.
It's a great show.
But maybe two pests called.
Atlantis.
No one was calling E-Rock's
Nobody
room.
cares.
No one gives a fuck on that level.
No.
God.
He'll probably get 5 tweets today that he called out sick.
Well, he's getting one phone call right now.
So I don't
Think
know.
he has a little tummy ache, maybe?
No.
I don't know.
Maybe that's from abuse,
boy.
just putting so many different things into it.
Yeah. Just dropping stuff in there. It's
I don't know.
coagulating and fucking.
I think his stomach would be used to it by now. All that abuse. Yeah, what's up?
Okay, he's on hold.
Oh.
E-Rock.
E-Rock?
I can't find this one disc. I know you're out sick today, and I apologize for that. But could you help me?
What disc?
Why are you sick today?
Does it matter?
How do you feel?
Yeah, how do you feel? Is it your tummy?
I felt better.
To your head?
What do you want?
Oh, what's the
I
matter,
want to know
sweetie?
how you feel.
Yeah,
You know,
we're very concerned.
concerned co-workers that just want to know how you're feeling.
Yes.
To your head?
What are you looking for?
We just want to know.
Boy, you're very weird. Like
Yeah.
somebody calling with concern as to your health.
We just have a bet. That's all. So we want to know if it's your tummy.
Tummy, head, cold, flu,
What was the other one we
achy
came up
muscles.
with? Achy muscles.
Yeah. Or just general fatigue.
Yeah, malaise,
Malaise.
mayonnaise.
Lethargic.
Do you?
Come on.
Yeah, what is it, E-Rock?
We got a bet going. Or, and this is a possibility, it's a fake sick day.
Oh boy, because they got to take a certain amount a year.
Yeah, of course. They're allowed to take their sick days any way they want.
I want to hear him talk a little. Does he have that scratchy, sick thing when you call into your boss?
Sore throat was one of them, too.
Okay, E-Rock? Mm-hmm. Comment?
He hung
He fucking hung right up.
You can't do that.
He can't hang off.
He just hangs up.
He's
Oh, that's funny.
such a baby.
He's shirking
he
his
really is.
duties.
But that's why
He
you don't.
really is a baby.
But that's why you don't leave your phone on. I'm telling you, don't leave your fucking phone on.
I would leave it on, just not answer it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, I ain't fucking answering that.
Nope.
That's the show.
Nope,
Fuck them.
And no.
Fuck them guys. No good's gonna come of that.
There's nothing I could do to help you out in the middle of the night, so I'll get to you when I wake up in the morning. No one is interrupting my sleep because they had a drunk driving accident in the middle of the night.
Damn. That's ruthless.
What do you think? I think he's just taking a fake fucking day.
I think it's a fake sick day. Just,
Fake
you
sick
know,
day?
He's like, you take off a Thursday, you jump right from Wednesday to Friday. It's like magic.
It's beautiful.
It's magic. It's the middle of the week, but it's the end of the week.
Well, honestly, it's not beautiful because just yesterday we were saying that the 2 days you should never take off are a Tuesday or a Thursday.
No, I didn't think Thursday was a bad day to take off.
Thursday's a bad one.
Like I
Monday's,
said, you're
Monday's
jumping right
terrific.
to the weekend.
Wednesday's terrific. No, because you got to come in here tomorrow. That's stupid.
Best ever.
And
Friday or
Friday.
Monday.
Yeah.
Friday or Monday, best ever.
And then Wednesday breaks up the week.
No.
Wednesday makes it into 2 mini weeks.
I think you still have 2 days after a Wednesday, and that's bullshit. If you could take a day off and then know that all you got to do is a Friday,
Right.
That's a breeze. So I think Thursday bridges Wednesday to Friday so nicely.
I took Tuesday off, and I feel like I'm working a whole week. It
Of course,
sucks.
Tuesday's the worst day
It
ever.
sucks.
Tuesday, there's no reason to take a
Tuesday
Tuesday
is
off.
my Saturday.
Horrid.
Is it really?
Tuesdays just suck dick.
Every Wednesday is Sunday at Carvel. I just know that much.
Oh, man. Sean in North Carolina writes, which stomach hurts, 1, 2, 3, or 4?
Oh, he's insinuating that he's a cow or a horse, some kind of equine or bovine with they have multiple stomachs.
Now E-Rock's just being rude, hanging up on us like that.
Asshole.
I know.
I understand you want to sleep in when you're fake sick, but fuck, man, you can't answer the question?
Yeah.
You like the Fatty Rock site?
Oh, he loves it.
I just stumbled upon it.
Oh, did ya?
Yeah, I just Googled
Fatty
E-Rock.
Rock?
FattyRock.com.
What was the one where they put Steve's sideburns on and looked just like Martini Steve there?
Yeah, they put some Microsoft Paint, I think it was.
E-Rock is still convinced that I'm running this website.
Oh, really?
I'm actually not.
How many pictures is it up to?
Well, there's
holy
260
shit.
pages.
Pages?
And there's 12 pictures per page.
Wow.
So you're looking at about 3,000 pictures.
3,000 Photoshop pictures of E-Rock photoshopped on a fat body, photoshopped into a place.
There's where you and E-Rock were on Jimmy Fallon that time.
Look at that.
And he was fat and nude in your dressing room.
And Fat
Yes.
E-Rock.
Yeah.
Wow. Why is he right under the monitor? It's distracting for me.
Should we just keep calling E-Rock?
Oh, he won't like that.
Well, I mean, there's only one way to
guess.
answer a question.
That's all
Yeah.
we wanted was an
Like
answer.
what? Yeah, what's wrong with you? Mm-hmm. Why are you out today?
And the last thing that any of us would want to do is assume.
Yeah.
And not get it straight from the proverbial horse's mouth.
Proverbial?
I'm
The
going
literal.
I'm going fake sick day.
Yeah. See, if E-Rock
Which
would
is
have
fine,
just,
by the way.
just said
Fake
like,
sick day.
Yeah, I just don't feel good. Yeah, my stomach.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, is he?
Well,
oh boy. Oh God.
Oh God damn
That's
it.
brutal.
That is rough. That is a rough picture, man.
Somebody turned their phone off.
Really?
Sick boy turned his phone off.
Aw, poor boy.
Yeah, the sex phone dumped straight to voicemail.
Sex phone.
Well, tweet E-Rock Radio and ask him why he's out today.
Is it E-Rock Radio?
I believe so, yeah.
E-Rock Radio.
E-Rock Radio.
You could tweet that and ask him yourself, right?
Yeah, yeah.
What?
Oh, maybe he'll tweet back.
Yeah, maybe he'll tweet something
That'll be nice.
so we can move on with our radio show. Occupy Wall Street.
Yeah.
Occupy Wall Street all day long.
Well, I guess...
we were discussing this pretty heavily before the show today, Hyatt.
Yeah, the New York Post has an editorial on the cover. Right on the cover. It just says, enough! A big enough! And then it says, Mr. Mayor, it's time to reclaim Zuccotti Park and New York City's dignity.
Well,
and then it's a whole editorial about how it has changed from people going down there with some kind of idea into a freak show of criminal elements, noise, no goal whatsoever, and just filth.
defecation on the sidewalks.
Yeah. So
they're urinating on the sidewalks.
So now they're calling on the mayor to do something, and saying that.
Go ahead.
I just want to say they're saying that if these people leave on their own accord, there won't be violence or anything like that. They're not allowed to be here anymore.
Well, that's my butt.
Yeah.
My butt is very simple.
Caveat.
The fucking mayor of our city and all the other cities allow this to go too far. Now it's very complicated. You can't stop this fucking thing easily without
feel entrenched,
without major problems. Because I was telling Aunt, this damn Zuccotti Park is now a community. People really feel that's where they live. Because they probably didn't have the greatest digs before this. So now you move in and try to, reclaim the park. Sure, they could do that, but it's going to get ugly. It's going to get really ugly.
Because Bloomberg's a pussy, though. Like,
Yep.
Could you picture Giuliani allowing this?
No.
But we got problems in every city now. How do you get rid of the occupies in the cities across America?
Well,
it is complicated now.
It started with the example of the lady who runs New York not doing anything.
Yeah.
She didn't do anything.
She didn't. Do
And
anything.
in a way, I don't think she should have at first.
Ms. Mayor, her honor.
I don't think she should have. After a while, it got to be ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
But at first, I mean, I still kind of like with the protesters, even though I don't. I think most of them, your assessment is
That's
correct.
gone. That whole thing is gone. That whole fucking because look at what happened
We
in
had veterans.
Oakland.
Hold on, we had veterans marching yesterday on Wall
For
Street.
what?
Yeah,
A whole nother thing.
It's in the paper today, but the
Yeah, I
veterans
know.
were walking on Wall Street yesterday.
I
Because
saw that.
they're unhappy.
Yeah.
So
Unhappy.
I mean, so there's that element that is legitimate, but then you got this other element that there's criminals down there, man. Scary fucking people that you would never hire, even if we lived in a perfect society in their minds, they still wouldn't be hired. They're scary fucking individuals.
They've turned into just a mob of people living, a little vagabond type existence there. They probably love all the people banging on their drums, making noise, screaming. If you were in a fucking apartment building doing that, the cops would come to your door and fucking arrest you.
Yeah.
In your own house.
Yeah.
They would drag you out because you're making noise and disturbing the peace.
Well,
and they allow this to go on all fucking night.
Well, they control the drum circle now. I think it's 2 hours a day.
Oh, really?
And the cops are strict. They're like, okay, they go like, "That's all right, time is up," and they have to stop immediately.
Shut up! The fuck is that saying? You're not saying anything by doing that.
You don't like the drum circle?
Being annoying? No, I hate it.
You never liked the drum circle?
No, the drum
God,
circle's
I like drum
dumb.
circles. I really
Spackle
do.
buckets are for two things: holding spackle and shitting in.
Spackle buckets. They hold 2x4s and slam it down in the garbage.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
I like a good spackle bucket
Fucking
player,
Pew
though.
Man group.
But this is
smelly people.
This has absolutely gotten very complicated. Now it's very how do you force these people out of these places across America?
You got to go in there.
Complicated. I guess all the mayors of all the cities got to get together and go, okay, today's the day we do this. Because you can't get rid of one.
Well, you can.
How?
I think you got to cut off the head, which is this New York one. That's like the head. That's the big one. Get rid of it. Fucking tell the people they have to leave, and they got to leave like now. Get your shit and then fucking leave. And it's peaceful. You can walk out.
They're
get
not
your
going
shit.
to be peaceful.
Well, why
I've
wouldn't
been
they be
down
peaceful?
there.
Then they're the violent ones.
As soon as you tell someone to pick up their tent and beat it, I'm telling you, there's going to be major violence down there. I'm telling you. You got to go down there. These guys are entrenched now.
Great.
It's not just a park anymore.
Well, then they're going to get their heads fucking hit with nightsticks, and a few of them will get tased. They'll be maced. They'll be dragged off in cuffs, screaming. The world is watching, and thrown into fucking vans. That's how it's got to work. Then
I think that's what you're looking at.
And then get a bulldozer in there, just plow over the fucking shit. And stick it in a dump truck and then fucking take it to the dump.
The park is mostly stone and concrete and all
whatever.
that, so it's just a couple power hoses.
But all the tents, all the little structures they made, all that shit, right in the back of a dump truck and take it over to Staten Island.
It's going to be ugly.
There are a bunch of fucking assholes down there with no cause whatsoever. None. The cause portion is gone. This has evolved. It's mutated into some just fucking freak show.
Well, they're all about, what is it called? Fraction or fractation? What is that word there?
What?
Where they're digging and breaking the rocks to get the natural gas.
That's a new fucking cause?
That's a big one now.
What's wrong with that?
What is it called? Help me out, somebody.
Oh, frack gas morning?
Yeah, that's a big one. That's a main focus in New York, especially. Oh, and in Philly when I was walking around the Philly one. So.
Oh well, this is coming in. This is interesting.
What?
The apparently just a source. Mm-hmm. The police commissioner won't make a move because he's a mayoral hopeful. Again, politics coming in. Rearing its ugly head.
Well, because he knows
wants to be mayor, and he makes all of a sudden he's got this debacle on his hands. If it goes bad,
it's going to go bad.
And he's got blood on his hands.
See, he knows it's going to go bad. He knows there's only one way that this ends, and it's going to be with some bloodshed. I'm serious.
Well, he's waiting for the mayor to give the go, and the mayor probably wants him to do it. They both are probably having a standoff because they both know that it could go badly, and it may go badly, and they want to give the blame to the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
Bloomberg stinks.
Yeah. I think that everybody should just plant trees and hold the flowers. Yuck.
It's called fracking. Thank you, Spectro. Fracking, yes. A lot of people.
Fractionation.
Yeah, but a lot of people are really not happy about this fracking.
What's wrong with that?
I was trying to watch
it's getting natural gas out of the ground.
Yeah, but it's poisoning the water. There's all sorts of shit going on.
What water's getting poisoned?
You got to watch
I turn on the faucet. It's great.
Well, we got good water in New York.
Crisp and clean.
But they haven't really done a lot of fracking in this area, I don't think. I think it's in a lot of...
It's in the north Midwest.
Pennsylvania. It's starting
like
to creep into our area as well. And a lot of people are saying that people are getting sick.
What is it? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone fucking thinks any power source we can get makes people sick. Show me the proof.
Plus, it's just fucking up nature, man.
Is it?
The people
That's what we do. That's our job.
The people that enjoy nature, and all of a sudden these big machines are coming in to get their fracking done.
Fixes the Earth will fix itself after we're long gone. We can't. It's impossible for us to fuck this place up beyond reclamation by itself.
Reclamation.
In the meantime, we just got to take the resources, use them. If it runs out, you find another fucking resource. That's what smart fucking things do. That's how bacteria works. That's what we are, festering on this planet. What do we just go over the fucking 3 billion mark, the 4 billion mark, 7 billion?
But
the fuck? No, then it's supposed to be 14 in like no time.
I'm pissed off by that
Planet stinks.
that 7 billion thing because they showed the person who's the 7 billionth person on Earth. I guess
who counted?
Yeah, who counted?
Who counted
There's
that
probably
one?
some other asshole that was born that is actually the 7 billionth.
Yeah,
that will never get the credit.
Some tells me there was a fuckload of 7 billion sliding out a stanky gash in some horrid fucking Bangladesh hut.
You think they chose the 7 billionth for marketing purposes?
Kind of marketing. Yeah. 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 I don't know. People are so.
Look, dude, I'm telling you, fracking. Don't fuck with the fracking people.
I love fracking.
Fracking is a serious issue out there for
Keep
a lot
fracking.
of people. Let's go to Sean. Sean.
Hey, boys. Good morning.
Hey, man.
Hey, I live out in Denver, and about a year and a half ago, they had an issue out here with the fracking. People actually turning on their faucets in their kitchen and setting the water on fire.
Oh, yeah?
So,
Yeah. Find that on YouTube. Want to see that. Sounds like urban legend to me, my friend.
Yeah.
No, I'm telling you, it was all over the news. If you watch the documentary, I think they had it on HBO. They were showing clips from Colorado.
What was the name of the documentary? I really did try to sit through it, but the filmmaker was a bore. I understand it's a serious subject, but you got to keep your viewers interested, and I just had to fucking turn the damn thing off after half of it.
Yeah, I don't remember.
And they wanted the guy on our show, and I'm like, I was bored to tears. I know it's a serious issue in the documentary and all, but I couldn't sit through the whole thing.
Yeah, I don't remember. I saw it it was maybe like a year ago.
Yep. Gasland, thank you.
I don't believe that.
It was
by the way.
Gasland.
Have a good day.
That looked like a fucking gag.
What,
that
Gasland?
That faucet thing. I just saw it.
Well,
where it goes, woof.
Kyle in Chicago. Kyle.
Okay.
Good morning, boys.
Good morning, Kyle.
Fracking, they actually use close to about 150 chemicals to break down the soil and pretty much dissolve rock. And then it gets into the water, and people drink that shit.
You eat it. I eat that shit.
Come on. I'm talking about selling fracks, Paul.
Help me out, Paul. What do you say, Bill?
It's like people's horses, their hair fall out. I mean, their animals are dying.
There's
the craziest diseases.
It might be a real thing, though. I mean, it's.
I have no idea. I'm just rambling.
I mean, the chemicals they're using. I mean, a lot of people are saying that their lives are different since this fracking started in their area.
Well, it was originally called frocking because this was happening on Fraggle Rock. No, that's below even chip. I didn't say that.
But then you got the other side. Fracking is actually creating jobs. So I guess if you live in those areas, it's a big, serious issue. But if you don't, I guess you don't care as much, huh?
Yeah.
Is that what we're talking about? You can't have fire coming out of your faucet.
That's cool as fuck.
That is cool, but
I don't believe it though.
Nah.
I think they hooked a little LP tank up underneath.
Why would they put a record player under there?
Oh, Jimmy.
Wow. maybe my jokes are coming out of that faucet. Oof. Oh boy.
Mm-hmm. All right, enough with the fracking, I guess.
Dude, that's look at that guy. That's fucking.
Maybe we should have had the guy in from Gasland.
Yeah,
the movie was slow though, man. I was trying.
I
was really trying because I know it's a serious topic, but.
So now there's people against fracking at Occupy Wall Street, which has nothing to do with that, but okay, whatever.
Well, yeah, if you got something that you're against, you could be heard down there.
No, because it gets lost in the fucking melange is what happens. You're not united in a single voice. Let's see. Now, a lot of people love ripping down the Tea Party and shit like that, but when the Tea Party got together and held their demonstrations, it was for one thing. They did not want higher taxes. They told their politicians that if they voted for higher taxes, they were not going to vote for them during the midterm elections. That's what happened.
Right.
It was a single united voice, no raping, no fucking filth, no drums, no fucking... And it actually had an effect on the midterm elections. But
the Occupy...
This is dumb.
But the problem is a lot of people are trying to politicize this Occupy, and I'm not really...
Oh, it's completely politicized.
In what way, though?
Lefties.
You think it's totally lefties?
They're all lefties down there.
I know your right-wing pals are trying to say that.
They're all lefties down there. There's not any. Why would anyone?
I don't even think there were a lot of Obama people down there that I've met.
They're either lefties or fucking
Cuckoos.
Anarchists. You know?
Well, I mean, if it seems like they're very organized, so why wouldn't
Really?
they? Why
How does
would
that look organized?
Why wouldn't they focus on one goal at this point?
There's a fuckload of nuts down there. You can't organize crazy people to start talking in one single united voice. At the beginning, when they were all doing, and Wall Street got bailed out, and we got fucking fucked up. That's one thing. Now it's just drums and freaks and guys going into tents and fucking 18-year-old girls, rape. And fucking this asshole that doesn't know what he's talking about.
I didn't know you had a tent down there.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi, you.
You're occupying,
Yeah.
huh?
Occupy vagina.
My goal is to have at least a dozen occupied jokes on this show today.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, they're a joke.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
No, I guess I got to take a page from Troy Kwan's book, but I got questions.
Hairstyling?
I got questions.
Oh.
Why don't they have one main focus?
Because it's like saying...
But it's easy for you to say what you're saying. I'm wondering if it's deeper than that. That's all I'm saying.
What could be deeper? Here.
I don't know.
Here it is. We all have things that are passionate to us, right?
Right.
We all have things that are important to us, things that in our lives that make our lives better, worse, whatever. Take not just this studio. Take a few radio shows, some management. Let's get them all
How
together.
to fucking bring management into this?
Exactly, and that makes the point. Now get them all together in one room, and now let's try to get a single united voice on what would make our lives better. And good fucking luck to you. That's what they got going on down there.
But
they're not passionate about any one thing, is what the issue is.
When you get inside the actual park, there's some passion. It's the outside people that are fucking up everything, and I'm wondering why they're allowing the border people, I call them, to be fucking weirdos.
They got no power to get anyone out of there. The actual protesters aren't in control.
But they have people doing jobs. They got people cleaning. They got people cooking. They got people
putting hats on pegs.
Putting hats on. They got a marketing department where they're making shirts.
So you're
constantly.
saying a police force that goes around and kicks out people that don't agree with their...
No.
Then what are you saying? What do you do with the border people?
You at least have people walking the perimeter and going, will you stop, knock it off, that's not helping our cause. Like I said
get
yesterday.
Punched in the fucking face.
No.
They're crazy, some of these people.
You got the guy that was scarfing down French fries in my latest video, right?
Yeah.
So you got enough people that have some kind of organization down there, so why not have a group of people walking around and going, really, it's not helping our cause when you're fucking scarfing down McDonald's French fries.
Fuck you. Now what? Now what? Fuck you, and I'm not leaving.
I don't know, man, because they listen at other times.
I think
they do defend their own.
There's a small core that I think
they do defend their own
of the like mind, but I think the rest of them, especially the ones that are pouring in now, are a lot of people homeless and criminals.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong. You're probably right, but I'm very suspicious that they're not controlling it more.
It's been contaminated. That's a good word.
Controlling the message, because I see the organization down there. It's pretty creepy, actually.
It's been contaminated. Their whole area has been contaminated, so their message is contaminated.
Right.
They can no longer say it and have any media down there.
But I wish we could talk to someone that knows more about this than we do. We're just observers from the outside. I'm just wondering. That's all. Because I've made 5 videos so far. I've been down there at least 10 times, and a lot of the people from my first couple of videos are long gone.
Yeah.
So were they ever part of the movement, or were they just freaks that showed up for a day? You know what I mean?
Could be either, but either one means that there's no real fucking drive toward one issue. Jesus.
Don't you think if someone walked around and said that, like you said, if someone walked, you can't go to someone, hey, you're fucking up the call. If someone walked over and goes, look, dude,
there's a better way to say it.
Like, dude, if you're doing this, it kind of puts it on.
Yeah.
Most people down there,
me.
Most people might go, yeah, you know what, you're right. I don't think people would resist it as much if you said it to them, like, it's kind of hurting the cause a little bit.
Do you think those people that are for the cause even give a shit that someone's eating McDonald's? They're eating McDonald's. So fucking
that's all the questions I
No
got.
one cares.
I would love to know more. I'm suspicious. That's all.
Well,
You're giving these people.
The other day, I saw two protesters going at it, right? And the one guy said, "I will push your eyeballs into the back of your skull."
That's
It's
nice.
the most frightening thing I've ever heard and saw in my life.
That's good.
And what happened at that moment when this thing started, everyone lifted their cameras because everyone's looking for that next fucking
you want
viral
that
video.
big money shot.
Sure. And all of a sudden, they all got together immediately, made sure that confrontation stopped, and they started just chanting all at the same time, peace, 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 peaceful, peaceful, something like that. So they're aware when it's something that is ugly, that is not good to get out there. They know how to stop it.
Maybe at this level and right now, but we wouldn't need police if that was that easy in society. When you see something happening, everyone steps up and goes, peace, peace, and everyone walks away, and it's wonderful.
But
we don't need police. We don't need an army. Nothing.
This guy was a lunatic, and this guy looked, in my humble opinion, like he probably did some jail time.
Yeah.
But he stopped when the group mentality got to him.
Maybe he had a little sensibility to him. Who
So,
knows?
I don't
But
know.
maybe the next guy won't.
And you know what? You're probably right. I'm just suspicious. That's all. That a park that is so goddamn organized aren't doing basic shit like that. And allowing, I'll be honest, allowing me to go down there and easily film freaks on any day I want.
Yeah.
Any fucking day I could go down there and film freaks. It's so fucking easy. And I'm suspicious of that. Really suspicious. Why?
I don't give him that much credit.
Is that helping the movement? Creating interest when you get to see, because I'm not the only one. There's a million videos of what I'm doing.
The movement has become the movement. Like it's not about a cause anymore. It's just about having an Occupy somewhere. Mm-hmm. So that is now the movement without any real basis behind it. There's no real fucking, hey, let's do this. You think Oakland is united with New York, is united with Dallas and all these other, and Philly in all singular ideology where they're like, here's what we have to do. No, Oakland last night or yesterday, they shut down the port. And the longshoremen had to be fucking, dragged away so they could open the fucking port up. They had to tear gas people again.
Mm-hmm.
What do they do here? Here it's Wall Street. In Philly, what is it in Philly?
Homeless.
Homeless.
Looking
It's
for
like
a meal.
It's so the
That's
whole
what I
thing.
saw.
It's just an Occupy wherever, and that has become the movement. So without a big singular voice, you're not going to fix 8 million things that are wrong.
Sure.
And they won't unite behind one thing. So this goes on until it's busted up.
I got suspicions.
Like what? You got some kind of
don't-
conspiracy thing.
No, I
you
don't-
say suspicions, but I don't know where you're going with it.
Because I don't even know, to be honest with you. But there's, I'm trying to tear back some layers because something about this whole thing doesn't make sense to me. That's all. That's all.
I think it's being allowed partially, I think, because when you look at what's happening around the world,
Right.
it's been fairly violent in some places. This is, in the U.S., it's been the least violent.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think they know that if it's blowing off steam and it will pass or it will get stopped, and there's a way to do it without it being a gigantic mess.
Right.
But the trend was it had to happen because it's happening everywhere.
We live in a very strict society. I could talk for New York City. You can't even get, let's say in my case, a little family kid party together in a park without all sorts of permits and shit. But they're allowing that. You know what I mean? And they're allowing this in all these cities that I'm sure have similar rules.
Hear about that guy that went down to Asheroken Beach out on Long Island to clean up?
I fucking heard that.
Holy shit. He's like, the
I
beach is
fucking
fucking
heard
dirty.
that.
It had debris all over it from some of the storms and
You
everything.
got to understand Asheroken. Like,
Yeah.
there's naturalists that live in that area. They
Oh, yeah,
fucking love their water and their
Yeah.
nature there, big fucking time.
Yeah.
They love bird watching, all that
North
shit.
Shore, Long Island, a
But it's
little
tucked
strip
away.
of land tucked
Right.
away off of the Long Island Sound. And this guy decided, you know what, I'm going to go on the beach and I'm going to clean up the beach. And he did that. And he was met by 2 officers that handed him summonses for cleaning up the beach because he wasn't one of the people that was supposed to do it. He wasn't doing it, as they said, properly.
Yeah.
And it, to me, it's like here's a guy that just wants to go clean up the fucking beach. and he wasn't even allowed to do that.
That's the country we live in.
Yeah, because he was.
That's
sick
a freedom. What?
He was sick of seeing the garbage and whatever.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
he said, you know what? I'll just do it myself.
We're not in a free society. If you think we are, you're fucking crazy
then,
delusional.
Once again, then why are we allowing this?
Because we also have a balance of we can't go in there with tanks and run the people over. We've entered this weird place where we don't want this shit happening. Do you think the people around there, the businessmen, and that's what they're talking about in the Daily News today. The businesses around Zuccotti Park
are suffering.
They hate this shit.
They're suffering.
They don't want. You think someone wants to sit in a nice fucking restaurant with going on and screaming and just the stench of these fucking assholes?
There's a Starbucks very close to there, and I went in there, grabbed a cup of coffee, and I had to fucking take a leak badly. And it's probably maybe 2 blocks away. And I've been in enough Starbucks where what a bathroom looks like.
Yeah.
And I go, can I have the key to the bathroom? They looked at me like, that's not a bathroom. I'm like, it's a bathroom. No, it's not. That's an employee closet. I'm like, no, it's a bathroom. But they're figuring out ways to make sure their bathrooms aren't being destroyed by the occupiers.
Yep.
That's because they're sick of it, like you're saying.
Yeah.
So guess what? This Starbucks is a very peaceful place, and no one's in it because because most of the people in the park just want to shit somewhere.
But you can't lay a hand on anybody down there, the police especially, without the media and everyone else with a camera videoing it and making you look horrible. So they don't know what to do.
But they're looking stupid. Look, here's
it's a stalemate.
Here's the
right
guy
now.
with his whole face is tattooed.
Yeah.
You think
in a cowboy outfit?
You think they want him walking the perimeter and giving his opinion on everything?
He looks like one of those anonymous masks that the hackers use as their symbol.
Right. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of those masks down there too.
What is that mask called?
V for Vendetta.
Yep.
The movie.
Oh wow.
Yeah. There's a lot of V for Vendetta masks.
They're kind of cool.
Guy Fawkes, right?
Huh? Look, I love cops who smoke pot. Why
really?
Why couldn't you police yourself a little bit and tell this woman, beat it? You're not helping the cause with the I love cops who smoke pot sign.
So when you love the cop, and then when they piss test him and he gets fired,
right?
What service have you done him by loving him?
And you're probably right. I'm just suspicious. That's all.
I don't see anything deeper than what's going on. There's some political motivations going on here,
but no one is claiming these people as their own yet. You know what I mean?
Who would? What would be the upside of claiming these people as your own?
Well, the Tea Partiers, right? They were claimed, weren't they?
Yeah, but they were organized with a single voice.
And older, too.
And look, agree with it or not, I'm not agreeing or putting out there the virtues of the fucking Tea Party, because everybody, whatever. I'm just saying, they were an organized unit that had a singular goal. Lower fucking taxes, do not raise my taxes. Here's our agenda. Here's our constituency. Here's the politicians that are backing us. And when the midterm elections come, we are voting against people that want to raise our taxes.
Right.
There's a message.
Right.
There's people gathering to get on the news and get a message.
I get it.
Now, these motherfuckers have 8,000 different ideas, from cops who smoke pot to fucking vets against this to fucking homeless people. There's too many things. Who in their right mind wants to claim this collection of fucking assholes?
Right.
It's a detriment.
Jake in Jersey writes, Oprah.
Michael Moore is just selling books, by the way.
Of course. Jake writes, Oprah, you're confused because you're looking for something deep and there isn't anything. It's just a question. Yeah, maybe there isn't. Maybe Ant's completely right.
I think it's.
I've been down there.
Deep there.
I've been down there enough where I'm just suspicious because there's some big time organization deep in the park.
If they were that organized, where there was something going on behind the
organize people
scenes,
to collect laundry, to get their laundry done.
It's easy to do.
They organize.
Cavemen did it.
They organize people to just scrub every surface down there. Like they could get people to do things immediately.
Easy to do. When you make a little microcosm society, it's easy to do, especially at the beginning. And then people start looking around and going, "I'm cleaning up while this asshole's sitting around," and that's when you start getting the part of that society that starts breaking down and going, hey, you're not doing your part. Fuck you. I'm doing my part. And then you have an exact copy of what we have now as the country.
Right.
Yeah. It just happens. At first, it seems very utopian and fucking amazing. And then it just turns into the same shit because people have wants and needs and other people don't want to do things.
Well,
and other people are motivated, other people aren't.
Didn't America kind of do that? We hated
exactly.
We hated their rules. We come over here and we slowly have the same fucking rules.
England with their dumb
initially hated
taxation laws and their persecution of religion.
Right.
So everyone comes over here to get taxed up the ass.
Right.
And the religion thing.
It's still better over here.
It's better, but
we're moving closer and closer to what we left.
Yeah. It's. I don't think there's anything deeper going on down there. This is the most shallow pool of fucking scum that I've seen collected in one place.
Well,
redistribution of wealth.
Well, the numbers are growing in all these cities.
Well,
as soon as New York
been
cleans
mild.
up. But as soon as New York cleans up.
That's the head of it. That's the snake head right there.
When they clean it up, though, it's going to be ugly. Mark my word.
We'll see. It's up to them.
There's no way these people leave peacefully.
It's up to the fucking protesters.
There's no fucking way.
Whether they want to get their heads bashed in or fucking not.
And there's probably people down there, I know, just by looking at them, that have nothing to lose. So they'll be a fucking martyr.
Then they'll be in Rikers.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
They'll find a way to do it. I mean, I guess the NYPD, what do you think? It would be just a tremendous show of force.
NYPD is great
They're
at
smart.
things like crowd control. They're not fucking, some backwoods fucking police force. They know this shit. They know how to deal with these fucking crowds when they really have to.
But these are harder crowds to deal with. Do you know what these crowds remind me of? Hecklers that are joking with you and think they're helping the show because they're a distraction and you want to smash their faces.
Yeah.
But if you hit them too hard, they don't look that threatening to the audience. You'll lose. They're really hard to deal with. These people aren't being violent. They're not breaking windows. They're not flipping cars. They're not setting fires. Well, it's harder to deal with.
They're getting violent in Oakland.
In Oakland, they are.
But they're breaking windows and shit there.
They're dealing with them harsher too. They're fucking tear gassing them.
Oakland is the number one Occupy right now.
Tax the rich 90%. Really? There
That
you go.
guy is.
He's right.
Where's your job then, fucko?
He's right.
The black guy from one of my videos.
Robin Williams from the.
and the Robin Williams character, those two are regulars. I see them all the fucking time. But in general, the people I filmed are long fucking gone. Long fucking gone. But that black guy, he's starting to look like he's kind of security. He does sort of walk around taking a look at things with a couple other guys. So I've been studying, them, wondering if that's their job or they're just taking it upon themselves to kind of police a little bit. I don't know.
90%. Glad that guy's not representing me in Congress.
That guy, that lunatic with the pink fucking mohawk,
Yeah,
he's
that
long
asshole.
gone.
Is he?
Yeah, man, these guys, yeah.
What about this fucking idiot that's
I haven't
just
seen him
meditating?
Haven't seen the guy that I fucked up his meditation.
But you'll see some of them, this like the second, third time you're down there, you've seen like regulars and then all.
Only that black guy and the Papa Smurf guy, if you know my videos, and
It's scarier now?
and that is it. Yes, yeah, absolutely. Those are the only two that I've seen on a regular basis. The rest I've never seen again. Like the cute bear girl.
Yeah.
I haven't seen her since.
What about Ketchup?
Huh?
The redheaded girl Ketchup that was on Colbert Report. She had the retard bangs and the big red glasses, and they call her Ketchup.
Like this weirdo with the Fox fucking cardboard camera and microphone. I haven't seen him again either.
Hair lip.
But why wouldn't you go, look, dummy, take your stupid Fox News cardboard camera and beat it. This is not helping the cause. And your lip is fucking
His
enraging.
fucking lip. I've never seen less kissable lips.
And he whistled when he talked because
Of course he
just
did.
couldn't keep the air in.
Oh, the air doesn't know what the fuck to do to leaving his canyon mouth.
That guy's long gone. Because I'm being reminded of these
This
guys
is early
now.
on, too. This video was very early on.
Yeah, but if you're occupying, you know what, though? If you go in the middle, people that are, those are the same people.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. But they're not willing to talk or do anything.
No.
No.
They just sit there?
Yeah, that's the weird thing. The people that are willing to talk are
the People's Library
are making this whole movement look silly, and the ones that are really entrenched and hanging out day after day, they're not willing to talk or do anything. So, yeah, exactly. That's why I got questions. It's really it's a strange fucking society down there.
I think you could just about chalk it up to these people are lost, confused, disillusioned, and delusional. And, yeah, they're just going to hang out with no real No real focus.
You know who we should talk to? And I have been paying attention, and thank you to, I can't say your Twitter name because it's just stupid. Hukie83 or something. Good luck finding Hukie83 on Twitter. He says we should talk to Rogan. Because
Really?
Rogan, I believe, is all for this.
Oh, he probably is.
And he probably knows. No, he definitely knows way more than we do. Can we book Rogan for a quick phoner maybe later this morning?
Rogan's probably got a little bit of a left-leaning fucking tear on this thing. I know Rogan isn't like a lefty, that's for sure, but
I think he's very left-leaning when it comes to that type
I bet
of
with
stuff,
this kind of stuff, yeah, because he sees this as just probably a pure First Amendment issue.
But he probably has some facts that we don't have.
Yeah, sure.
Whether we agree or disagree, let's hear his fucking angle.
This isn't just a First Amendment issue.
Could someone put the word out to Rogan? Maybe he's still up. I don't know. We'd love to have him on for a few minutes today.
Thank you.
What is it, Joe Rogan on Twitter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, please. We'd
I think he
we'd love
fancies
to
himself.
talk to Joe.
People saying he's a liberal, but I think he fancies himself more libertarian than liberal.
'Cause I think he's probably for the death penalty or for things like I don't think I think he's probably for guns too. I don't think he's a fucking.
He's a less government guy.
He's a
He
gorilla
actually
punches.
believes in all the amendments. Oh, Denver Pest is all after my shit again today. Oh, man.
What amendments does he say you don't believe in?
I don't know. What amendment don't I believe in? And if you fucking mention any of them, I'll exercise my second.
There's a couple of. Yeah, but that's just because you can't exercise your second because he's exercising his first. Oh shit! Swim walk.
Look out.
Damn, that was good, Jimmy. Really good.
Of course. No, I just think it's silly when I talk about this subject and I bring up that it's very shallow, it's very stupid. It's not a freedom of speech issue. It's a fucking quality of life issue. This is exercising one of your freedoms to the detriment of other people's freedoms.
Yeah,
and that's what happens.
I love going down there, man. It's I love studying people in general. It's fucking fascinating. Really is.
Yeah,
it's really fascinating.
Wall Street, and then you see the Pentagon. It's like, what? It's a mishmash of stupidity. God, I mean, there's certain things I could agree with, of course, but when it's just a parade of what the fuck is this going by you when they all walk by with the signs, I don't know what the fuck.
That stupid band down there did a free show and had things thrown at them.
What band?
Burning Embers.
Oh. Your acting's getting good, man.
Oh, Jimmy.
Oh, you got me. Hey, we should play this because San Francisco is Occupy.
Wow.
Occupy San Francisco. They got a nice idea. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. This is going to drive me
boy.
nuts. Shit. Are you ready? How's your blood pressure? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Wait till you hear this one.
I have also been moved by this movement.
All right.
I love mic checks.
They're doing the repeat thing, which
it's a mic check.
They're not allowed to have amplification devices without the proper permits. So what they do is this one person talks, and then the rest of the people repeat it, and it gets out over the entire crowd.
Use the terminology. It's a mic check.
Mic check.
Because they start with mic check.
This is the one chance that we have.
This is the one chance that we have
to actually enact change.
to actually enact change.
We must seize this opportunity.
We must seize this opportunity
and not let it go by.
and not let it go by.
Why am I repeating this?
We need democracy in this country.
We need democracy in this country.
Right.
And not a democracy that is run by politicians.
What?
Not a democracy that
Well, all right, hold the phone. Who runs a democracy?
They will. They just want to do this.
Yeah?
That's the problem with a lot of stuff. They just want to be.
They don't want a
They just want to
representative
be the guys
government?
in charge.
They don't want a representative government?
They just want to be the guys in charge.
But then...
And she's probably 20.
Yeah.
Remember what you were doing at 20.
Occupy her fucking pussy.
Yeah, with my cock and fist.
Maybe a piece of pussy. Maybe
With
the Indy
my-
500.
With my mushroom head.
That are bought by corporations.
bought by corporations.
We need a democracy in this country.
We need a democracy in this country.
Where the people have the right to print money.
What? To print money?
Not a nebulous Federal Reserve.
Not a nebulous Federal Reserve.
So they want to print their own money.
All right, and then she could go in with her shitty money to a store, right, and try to buy something, and then the guy will say, no, you need 1 billion of those in order to buy this pair of pants. Now, if you have the American dollar, for 25 or 30 of those, I'll give it to you. You can make your own money. Go ahead. Go ahead. Take it into a store and try to spend it. And if the store owner wants to take it, well, that's his prerogative. Get beaver pelts. Shave your pubes and make beaver pelts.
What would you call your money? What would you call your money?
Deutschmark. Bring that back.
You know, I'd call mine.
What?
Schecknurkers! 422,000 Schecknurkers for that hat, please.
Schecknurkers. What an asshole.
Can you break a Schecknurker?
Well, what does it break down to?
Yeah, what's the dollar to Scheck? What?
Well, no, the
47 flunks.
You just spit egg all over Ant.
No, he missed.
So
it's a flunksk. 47 flunks.
47 flunks.
Make one what?
Schecknurker.
So a flunks is like a penny?
No, it's flunks.
Imagine 47 you have to count out.
Yes.
It's the whole system sucks.
And with
That's a horrible number.
With one flunks, you can buy a Mercedes.
Not many people have a lot of flunks.
No.
You're an ass. Oh, God.
Just two things to mention. One, the FCC, and two, lists always make me angry.
Oh.
Always.
Why don't we
always.
Why don't we tease the people with both those things? And
I never agree.
With lists?
Never. The list that they showed us, it bothered me so much, I had to crumble up and throw it away.
Really?
Well, can we do the lists?
Top 40 comedy albums of all. Spin Magazine.
Yo,
ooh, edgy.
Top 40.
Occupy Wall Street has got to eat. Get it? See what I did there?
It's
I see what you did.
It's
that was pretty good.
Oh,
where's the list?
Spin Magazine.
Do we have it?
Oh,
I
Jimmy
have it.
loves these lists,
especially from Spin because those guys are edgy. That's a guy's magazine.
Top 10 metal bands of all time.
No, that one didn't. I didn't agree with it, but it didn't annoy me.
What? This doesn't annoy you?
No. I mean, number 2 does, but number 1 does. Number 3, of
wow,
course.
Is Joe DeRosa going to be happy today? Isn't that his band?
I don't have the list.
Dream Theater?
I don't agree with that. I think that's kind of a stupid one to put number 2, but
40 greatest comedy albums of all time.
It made literally that made my stomach
Let me
hurt.
look at the top 10 quickly.
I'm not even going to look at the list. Oh boy, I'm not even going to look. Oh no. Oh no. I watched Blow last night.
Wait,
last movie.
What?
I know you're just going over the list, so I figured.
No. I'm wondering why the list bothers Jimmy. The top 10 isn't that bad, is it?
Can I see the list, Dan? Because I threw mine out.
I'm not going to look at it.
You want to do it after the break?
Yes.
Quickly?
I'm hungry.
That's a guy's magazine.
All right. I want to see why you're bothered.
What are you guys doing? Reading Spin. Never heard that before.
It's radio. Wildly funny. Wildly funny. Laughing out of your mind. Wildly funny. It's radio. Wildly funny. Wildly funny. This is the most energy I've had at 7 in the morning. Wildly funny. Oh, jeez. I've never been in a room this funny. Wildly funny. Wildly funny. Laughing out of your mind. Oh, jeez. It's radio. Have you ever been to the zoo? Because that's also entertaining. Wildly funny. Wow. I've never been in a room this funny. Wow. It's radio. Wildly funny. Radio. Wow. Wildly funny. Radio. Laughing out of your mind. Oh, jeez.
Get ready, America. Today's hottest impressionist is coming to a theater near you. Jim Norton, man of 1,000 voices. Live, in concert. All your favorite celebrities are here. Bill Clinton.
I did not have sex with that woman. I did not have sex with that woman. I did not have sex with that woman.
Samuel L. Jackson.
That girl got snakes near a plane.
Sylvester Stallone.
Hey. I'm going to have to get a lot of body bags if that girl's coming to town.
And Christopher Walken.
Oh, I carried this iPhone in my butt.
Jim Norton, man of 1,000 voices. Live in concert, coming to a theater near you.
Sheriff, it looks like we found another body.
This is the third one this week.
I think it's about time we call in the FBI.
Somewhere out there, a killer is on the loose.
Why, yes, Sheriff. I have been following that story in the papers.
It used to be such a peaceful little town.
And there's only one man who can catch him.
Now, don't you worry. I'm going to send my best man down there to help you in your investigation.
But he was busy.
Here comes fucking Ferret Face. Whatever.
All right, Agent Voss. Someone's out there murdering innocent women. I want you to go down there and assist the local sheriff. You're one of the bad. Get down there and help the sheriff.
How could he be a profiler? His vocabulary is so bad.
Yeah, but no one listens. This summer, the Opie and Anthony Show presents a comedy about an idiotic comedian pretending to be an FBI agent.
So you work a lot of murders before?
Now we're doing mainly a lot on terrorists and terrorist-type threats and stuff like that. But, back in the day, it was more murder.
What are some of the cases you worked on?
Seattle, the Green River. What do you call it? Look, I can't talk a lot about it. I don't get this much in detail.
Starring Jim Norton.
He just keeps saying profilers, other profilers, profile.
And Rich Voss.
Great minds think alike.
Oh, my God.
The Profiler. Coming to a theater nowhere near you or anyone else. Thank baby Jesus.
Celebrity friends of Jim Norton. Celebrity friends of Little Jimmy. Celebrity friends of Jim Norton. Celebrity friends of Little Jimmy.
On today's show, Tyra Banks.
I like trannies.
Oh my God, I like trannies too.
Celebrity friends of Jim Norton. Celebrity friends of Little Jimmy.
Sirius XM. You're listening to Opie and Anthony.
Jimmy was telling me on the way to the bathroom that the comedy list ruined his morning.
It wrecked. Can I plug Stress Factory tonight? Because it's the only press I'm doing is this show. Thanks to...
You got people now, Jimmy. What's wrong with it?
Nobody did a fucking thing. So I'll be there tonight, tomorrow.
They just
Saturday.
assume too much.
Nobody did a fucking thing to get me. I mean, maybe some of the press passed. They're not all going to want to interview me, but literally nothing. Thank you to the podcast that had me on yesterday.
Right.
But nothing.
You should be doing local TV.
Or anything.
At the very least.
Or at least a newspaper. At least something.
Something.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Jesus H. Christ.
Nothing.
Tonight, tomorrow, Saturday.
Stress Factory. Love that club. Love that.
I do too.
It's a great place to watch comedy.
And I have to say the pre-sale's over, I believe, for the Borgata January 14th, but we're over doubled where we were last year at this time on the pre-sale tickets. So general sale goes on tomorrow morning, and it will sell out, I think, 10 a.m. for January 14th with me, Artie, Doug, Stanhope, and Dave.
You think we'll get Artie on the show?
I don't know if he's allowed to do serious stuff. I actually have to ask him. I'm interested if he can do stuff because I haven't heard him on the platform at all.
Right.
And I haven't heard plans to have him on the platform, so I don't know.
I would love to talk to Artie, yeah.
He's doing well.
We all know the same people, obviously. Spin Magazine's 40 greatest comedy albums of all time. This list has ruined Jim Norton's morning.
And I shouldn't look at lists. It's like they're not important. They're just opinions.
I got a couple problems, too. But go ahead, Jimmy. This is your thing.
A lot of them I don't know enough. Like, I can't complain about it. I think Dice, the top 40.
Where's my list?
I don't know. You probably just put it...
you gave it to Jimmy,
under Mein Kampf.
No, someone else gave... Oh, here it is.
You had a list. What did you do in your
I'll be the
list?
guy that doesn't know. I'll be the guy that doesn't know him, so I can guess.
I'm not going to read the whole list. But I'll say this. Number 40, Dice... Day the Laughter Died.
You know, it's an album I've never heard, and you guys always talk about it. You and Florentine especially. Love that fucking thing.
I really think... Chris Rock said that one time. We were at the comedy table at the Cellar talking. I forget how it came up, but he said that is one of the greatest comedy... And, it's just an opinion, but comedians look at that album like it's just a masterpiece.
Why?
Because it's funny in a very silly, different than Dice, like... He was a guy who was doing the Garden, and he walked into Dangerfields. It was not his audience. They were not expecting him. He did 3 nights and bombed. But it's not too hip for the room bombing. It's just Dice talking shit, nonsense, ludicrous shit. And it's a double. He released it as a fucking double album.
So comedians like this
love.
Yeah, it's a comedian album.
But the balls of it, and it's funny. It's not funny. Comedians
and he made it when he was selling out arenas all over the place.
Dude, he's almost like he didn't want to just go in and get laughs. He went in and just did nothing. He wouldn't do nursery rhymes. It was such a ballsy move for a fucking comedian, and it's funny. So I don't think it should have been number 40. I think it should have been much higher on the list. I wouldn't have put it in the top 10, but it should be on the list.
Okay.
But I'm just going to go to the top 10.
Well, could you talk about Sam Kinison for a second? Louder Than Hell is 31.
Yeah.
Really?
I would have put
Kinison
that...
should be way higher.
I think I would have put that higher, too.
Because these dopes at Spin Magazine, I hate when they do this. Like you said earlier, they have to pick one album by one comic.
This one or that one, or every
Some
group.
of these guys had 3 or 4 brilliant albums, so why not more than one?
Like,
that's true. But Kinison in 31st place is ridiculous.
Like, I don't know a lot of these albums. I really don't. I've never heard most of them.
Before you go to the top 10, there's another one, Jimmy. I'm sorry.
Sure.
Chris Rock. Now, Chris Rock had an album, Bring the Pain, which I told you guys I wore out my copy.
That was hilarious.
That was an amazing album.
Yep.
Talking about the N-word.
It was...
the N-word went mainstream.
That was a very funny fucking bit that he would do.
Well, they didn't put that album on the list of 40 greatest comedy albums of all time. That's ridiculous. Not only should Bring the Pain by Chris Rock be on the list, it should be probably top 10, in my opinion. They picked Bigger and Blacker by Chris Rock. That album, it's okay, but it's Bring the Pain was a much better fucking comedy album. Not even close.
Yeah, that one. I don't even remember the one they had on there. Bigger and Blacker. It was like, eh.
I think it was the follow up to Bring the Pain, and I was disappointed in it. There was an absolute drop off.
After fucking the last one, though, it's impossible to come out with an album that's just as good or better.
Yeah. So, go ahead, Jimmy. Sorry. Our pal Louis C.K. Chewed Up is in
number 19.
19th place.
I've never heard Chewed Up. Everyone says it's fucking it's a masterpiece.
It's really good.
And so I have no issue with that. And like, again, I can't say just because, like, a lot of times we tend to look at older stuff as better. Like, back in the... And I can't say just because these guys are my contemporaries that they don't belong on the list. That, like, you know, so maybe they do belong on the list.
Well, Weird Al Yankovic is better than Dice, better than Chris Rock, better than Louis C.K., better than Red Fox, better than Kinison, just to name a few. Robin Williams. Weird Al Yankovic, 17th place with an album called In 3D. In all fairness, I never heard the fucking thing.
I have not either.
I can only imagine
Is that
this
the one with all the
goofy,
hits?
stupid shit.
Is that the one with all the hits?
I have no idea.
What's on there? Beat It?
But it's a totally
You got Eat It?
stupid list.
Is Eat It on there?
Yeah, this was like his first mainstream
album.
This had Eat It on it, and
Fine.
I'm sure if Eric was here, he'd be able to
Weird
talk
Al
about it better
Yankovic.
than I can. But
Certainly has had success, but I mean, they're saying his album was better than Chris Rock's Bring the Pain, which is not even on the list. That's stupid.
Yeah.
This is why I hate fake edge stuff like Spin, and fake guy stuff.
Right. Was his big album. Yes.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You know Relentless,
Definitely.
too.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I love all his stuff, but, you know.
Rant in E minor? Well.
All right, Jimmy, I'll finally shut this thing
Please
up.
jump in. It's a discussion. My problem with it wasn't, like, again, David Cross is number 12, and Patton is number 5. They're guys I know, so it's harder to look at them the way I would look at a guy who came before me. But I would have put Woody Allen's number 10, stand-up comic, and it's just to have put so many records above that, I don't get. That to me is one of the greatest comedy albums of all time, and it's just it's better than Steve Martin, it's better than Lenny Bruce. The number one, I'll just go number 1, Bill Cosby, To Russell, My Brother, Whom I Slept With. Now I don't know that record. I'm sure I've heard bits of it.
I remember it from fucking mega years ago. Ooh, that's an old one.
Was that his?
It's one of them as a kid you'd sit around, listen to, and be like, laughing. But once you got older, it was just, why listen to that when Pryor was around and Carlin?
Well, Pryor they gave number 2, and this is what wrecked my morning. Richard Pryor, Live on the Sunset Strip, is exactly what Spin Magazine would put, so they don't have to write the word nigger. That's all it. Because that's
right.
The records. Wanted was
Very
was
good.
the concert from Live in Concert, which Wanted was a masterpiece too. Bicentennial Nigger and That Nigger's Crazy are two of the fucking most amazing comedy performances, and both are better than Sunset Strip by far.
By far.
But I know why they did that, and that's what bothers me. It's not just an opinion. Like Cosby could go, well, this album or that album. They didn't want to put that word
in their
on
magazine?
their fucking magazine or on their fucking list, so they went with Live on the Sunset Strip, which to me is it's not a hack performance,
It's
but people
safe.
who don't know Pryor would say that.
It's safe.
And it fucking annoyed me so much because it's not above those records at all.
I think you're accurate with that. Eddie Murphy in third place with Comedian. George Carlin, Class Clown, fourth.
I can live with that. There's a lot of Carlin stuff I prefer, but I can see that.
Patton Oswalt, Werewolves and Lollipops, fifth.
I wouldn't have put Patton above
heard that one.
Above. I haven't heard it either, but I wouldn't have put him above Woody or a lot of these guys.
Bob Newhart, The Button-Down Mind of Bob Newhart. Bob Newhart's comedy albums are fucking hilarious.
I think he had the two